Hello and welcome back to my Pokemon Horizons review series. Today we are reviewing episode 26. Let's get started and I hope you enjoy. So the second chapter of Pokemon Horizons is here, and after an intense climax to the previous one, we've got a very relaxed cool down episode. After the chaos at the mansion, Diana has now joined up with the Vault Tacklers. I'm sure this won't be a permanent addition. She'll probably just spend a few episodes with them and then go off and do her own thing again. But it was nice to see her interacting with everyone and settling in right away. You can tell how much Liko looks up to her and inspires to be like her. The main focus of this episode is Terapagos. Since it's fully out of the pendant now for the first time in a long while, it's struggling to get used to its surrounding. Obviously society would have advanced a lot since it was last walking about, so it's curious about literally everything, from the food to the technology on the ship. It made for some really fun interactions in this episode. Even went outside onto the top of the ship and was calling out to someone, which was probably its old friend Lucius. But it gets Liko flustered and in quite a bit of trouble. There really wasn't that much else going on in this episode. Diana ends up saving Liko and Terapagos from falling off the ship, and they have a chat about what to do next. Liko kind of reaffirms her goals to seek out the 6 hero Pokemon, and she even gets Lucius's old belt which is meant to hold them 6 Pokemon. Not sure it quite goes with her outfit just yet, but I'm sure she can make it work. I love that we saw actual images of these 6 hero Pokemon. We see Lapras in its flock, which I can't help think back to Ash's Lapras and the pack that it used to swim around with. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that. And then we see Rayquaza, which was the picture taken in Motorstoke. We see Entei, who they all state is a legendary Pokemon, so that could be tricky. And then Cleavor, which no one has seen for a long time. All of these Pokemon just look real interesting, and I really like the setup being done here. What surprised me is that we are staying in Galar. They're going to be looking for Rayquaza, so they decide to just keep going around Galar looking for a sighting. I thought we'd have moved on from Galar by now, but it is going to be cool since we lacked Galar in Journeys, so I'm all for seeing a bit more of it, and possibly some Galar characters coming back. But that was pretty much the episode. We see Amethio at the end and he cuts off mid-sentence. He seems to be having some sort of internal struggle, so again, real interesting. But this episode was just downtime on the ship, character interactions, people getting used to these new surroundings, Diana fitting in and Terapagos being overwhelmed by this new environment. It was nice. It wasn't the most entertaining episode ever, but it wasn't bad by any means. I enjoy these little moments because you need them to set up stuff later on. And after that huge climax last episode, it was probably right to have an episode more like this, where the crew are adjusting, resetting and preparing for what's next. We did get a banger new opening with some of the best visuals we've ever seen in any Pokemon opening ever. And it just gets me even more excited for this series going forward. I do have a few worries regarding the actual plot and how long we're going to be going for. Hopefully it's for the foreseeable future, but I'm just hoping they give us a bit more plot for Roy and don't just fully focus on everything with Liko and these 6 heroes. But for now, I'm really enjoying where Horizons is going, and this episode sets up things even more, so I'm going to give this episode a 6 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts on this episode. What is your rating? Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.